Okay. Testing, testing. Let me move this microphone a little bit closer. Testing this, testing this. Okay. I think we are all set. Let me see. Should be all good. I think I am all good, all set here. Everything working on my end. Hopefully audio is good. Everything should be set. Just double checking on my end. Okay. Okay, looks to be good. I believe. Okay, yep, audio working. Okay. So, last time we took on Victory Road. We made our way through Victory Road, all the way to the Elite Four, took on the Elite Four, and immediately lost that pretty badly. So, obviously, the Pokemon at that point were all around level 40, but now, as you can see, the team has vastly improved to now be mostly over level 40. So, at this point, should have a much better chance now of actually defeating the Elite Four. Still not in a great spot, though. Might just have to do a little bit of leveling up, at least for a few of our Pokemon here, as we have some stragglers here below level 50. As we get to the Pokemon Champion, obviously, his Pokemon are going to be in the 60s. So high 50s, low 60s. So that's pretty challenging for our team at this moment in time, obviously. With Snorlax being only level 46, Nidoking being only level 46, and Primate being level 48. So a good ways behind, and our strongest Pokemon is only level 51, which might not cut it either. So we're going to have to do some leveling up. Gonna have to make up some ground here. Let's see here. Friday Night Live. Will I defeat the Elite Four? Okay, let's add this link here. Link it up, link it up. Hopefully that works. Diglett. Okay, here we go, okay. Should be all good. Okay, there we go, we got it all set. Hey, Zach, welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is the team we are rocking with right now. Just a tad under-leveled with some in the 40s and the low 50s. We do have the Versus Seeker, of course, which I've been using a good bit over in this section. I feel like works pretty well with the bikers. I know there's a couple different sections that people have mentioned using the Versus Seeker to try and get some XP. I know this spot's pretty good just because of the sheer amount of trainers. Like, getting 6 people all in one spot is pretty good. Even though I know they don't always say yes, but like, and they're, I'm not gonna lie, the level of their Pokemon isn't great for leveling up, but it's a little bit better than just doing random spawns. At least with a lot of these too, fighting some of these evolved Pokemon is nice too. Since the random spawns are almost always the pre-evolutions, and that does make it hard to get a lot of experience points. We're gonna try and level up Mankey here. So in that way, it's not just like we're relying on Jolteon to fight Lorelei with her ice types. Zach, have you been resetting for your shiny Charmander? Or have you been playing more post-game with the with your other playthrough? Okay, we got Matchup now. Gonna use Strength. Defeated Cue-Ball Koji. Let's see. Cue-Ball Luke. All right. Another matchup. Okay, now the guy below this, I'm pretty sure has a Wheezing, so should get our Primeape here pretty close to level 49. We've also done a lot of walking. I wonder how, I wonder what level our Magikarp is. I am curious. Okay, so here's the level 33 Wheezing, which is a decent amount of experience points here. Gives about 1,000. Ooh, unfortunately Primeape gets poisoned. Not much we can do other than Strength, since it's a normal type move. Can't really use any of Primeape's fighting moves. Okay, hopefully enough HP to take on this guy. Okay. This should be level 49 now for Primeape. Okay, we took on everybody there with the Versus Seeker. Okay. Let's check now. Summary. So next level will take 7,000 XP. Okay. Looks like Spike is pretty close to level 52. 52 for Charles is a bit away. Wiggle, Snorlax, and Nidoking here. I'm curious if we are close enough or if it's going to take probably just a little bit more. I don't know. Well, hopefully we make it back in time. It's going to be close. Oh, we did make it back in time before Primeape falls to poison. So I think with Lorelei's Pokemon, they are a lower level 50s, so should be decently okay with Primeape being only level 49. The only problem here is that Snorlax and Nidoking are both pretty far behind, being only level 46 each, which is not great, especially given that when we take on the champion Blue, obviously in the 60s. So okay, looks like we got these 4 guys here. So 46 is not exactly going to cut it for level 60s. Or at least high 50s. Not quite going to cut it. Snorlax here should be able to body slam pretty much everything. Oops, don't want to switch. Zach, how was your week? Hopefully you had a good week of work. I know for me, at least, mine wasn't too bad. I was a little busy, but not too busy. Can't complain. Okay, let's take on Weezing. Critical hit. Kaboom. Okay. Snorlax, I will get you as close to level 50 as I can. This guy, I'm pretty sure, has 2 Weezings, which is pretty good. Another body slam. Weezing, I think it's pretty light, too. He sends in Coughing, and then he sends in another Weezing. So this guy's always good to battle. Biker Reuben. Okay. That's going to get us to level 47. Snorlax just keeps going up and up. All right. I like how this guy talks about needing a punching bag, but then you beat him like 50 times in a row. Just to experience farm. Okay. Match up now. Let's just keep leveling these guys up a little bit by a little bit. Okay. Got to get some of these steps in. Let's see, is that enough? Yes, it is. Wow, I think that might be the first time I've had that happen where all 6 respond to the Versus Seeker. Okay, let's start with top right. Let's have Snorlax sweep all 6. Let's use Surf. We're running low on Body Slam. We actually only have 7 more uses of Body Slam, so running low. Snorlax should definitely get to level 48. We'll see how close it gets to 49. 50 is what we're really shooting for here, because at 50 at least, like once my Pokemon are level 50, then the Elite Four should become a little bit easier. So at this point, we're pretty close. We're right at the fringe here. Okay. We surf again. Use up these surfs and then go back to the body slams as we get low. Alright, he sends out Mankey. We'll use surf. Okay, another chunk of 400 experience. And then Machop. We shall surf again. Okay. Down goes Machop. Snorlax slowly but surely getting to level 48. Battling all 6 of these guys, though, should make it a little bit easier. Okay, taking on Mankey. And then he throws out Machop. So some of these guys have fighting types, some of these guys have poison types. I'm not sure exactly what IV yields these hold, but or I guess EV yields rather. Okay, we got 3 more. Should definitely get to 48. Okay, Wheezing, this is a good one. This always gives a good, pretty nice chunk of XP. So we'll have Snorlax Body Slam the Wheezing. Oh, okay, interesting. Not quite enough. That's actually shocking. I thought it was enough. Maybe I should have used Surf instead. Okay, nice. 1,200 XP. And this guy's always good too. I think he's the one with 2 Wheezings. Okay, yep. He starts out with 1 Wheezing, then he goes Coughing, and then he goes to another Wheezing. We'll use Surf on him actually, and see if that makes a difference. No, not quite. It seems like both Surf and Body Slam are not quite enough for Snorlax to take out Wheezing, which is interesting. Snorlax takes more poison damage. Body Slam and Surf are both getting pretty low now. Both to only about 5 uses each. After this Coughing, it'll be down to 5. Restore with leftovers, but then take poison damage. Okay, he's gonna send in Wheezing. We're gonna Surf, but unfortunately that's not quite gonna be enough. Or it will be. That one, I guess we got a higher roll that time. And we get Snorlax to level 48. So close now to 50. We'll take on this guy. Snorlax, you are almost there, but this guy I don't think has anything good. I think it's just a Mankey and a Coughing. Yep, so we'll take both of them out. Oh, it's a Mankey and a Machop. We continue to take poison damage from Snorlax. Okay. Oh, no worries, Zach. How was your week so far? Hopefully a good week leading up to Easter. Okay, hopefully Snorlax doesn't go down. Oh, 14 steps, okay. Oh, busy, okay. Maybe all those people getting stuff for their Easter baskets. Let's see. Let's take on this guy. Oh my gosh, 10 plus hours. That is crazy for one day. Man, by the time I get to like 8 hours, I'm done. I'm checked out. Yeah, I can't imagine. Not fun, not fun. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, driving and run most of that time. Yeah, I imagine like, yeah, not only is it like 10 hours, but yeah, you're like stopping and going and getting in and out, and yeah, that would be pretty exhausting. At some point here, I'm going to run out of Body Slam and Surf. And I'm going to have to use Rest and Snore. This might be that time. Just trying to get Snorlax as close as I can to level 50 here. And Nidoking as well. Nidoking's only level 46, so not quite Elite Four ready. Yeah, we'll rest. Okay, that's going to get us back to full health here on Snorlax and remove the poison. Okay, now we can Snore. We have 15 uses of Snore. Let's see, is that enough? It is enough, but it was a critical hit, so I actually don't know if it would have been enough to take out Mankey. But he will send in Machop now. Okay, Snore is enough. That's good to know. Knockout there. Okay, who else do we got? We got this guy. Unfortunately, we don't have the guy with 2 coughings from the Versus Seeker. I think this guy might have the Mankey and the coughing. Let's see. Yep, we stay asleep so we can use Snore again. Eventually here we're going to run out of moves, and once that happens, I will switch over to Nidoking, try and get Nidoking leveled up a little bit, and then try and take on the Elite Four from there. It's going to be close, though, because we don't have any high 50s level Pokemon. The highest we got is 51. So that's cutting it pretty close. Especially for the champion battle. We're going to be relatively underleveled for that, unfortunately. Okay. This one here is always a good one with wheezing. We'll see if Snorlax wakes up. No, Snorlax stays asleep. Okay, we do get a smoke screen on us, so hopefully we don't miss the Snore. We did not miss the snore, but it unfortunately not quite enough damage. And we do unfortunately wake up. Okay, hit with sludge. Hopefully you don't get poisoned. And we do. Well, honestly, getting poisoned is enough incentive for me to at least just rest again. Not have to worry about being poisoned again. Hopefully we stay asleep to use snore one more time. Okay. Oh, we miss because of the smoke screen. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we stay asleep next turn. Okay, we do stay asleep. Let's see if we hit the snore. No, we do not hit the snore. And Weezing uses another smoke screen. Okay. This is going to be a little bit harder since our only choice right now is to snore. And if we wake up, we use nothing. Well, hopefully no poison. Okay, we did not get poisoned that time. So we do still have the ability to use Surf or Body Slam. We'll use Body Slam and hope that hits. Okay, I did not think that one would take as long as it did. But there we go. Okay, we got one guy left. Let's see if it is just barely enough to get us to the next level. Hey, Lisa. Welcome in. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully you had a good week. Hopefully not as tiring as what it seems like Zach's week was. 10+ hour days is very, very long. I was saying 8 hours is the max for me. I can't imagine going past 8 hours. Okay, we'll use Body Slam. We're almost out of moves, though. So Snorlax might have to switch out. Okay, just barely short on level 49 here for Snorlax. So we are going to have to use the Versus Seekers one more time just to get Snorlax up to level 49, and then switch over to Nidoking. Okay, there should be enough steps to recharge the Versus Seeker. And we get 4 of the 6. We'll start down here. Okay. Cue Ball Koji. I think this guy should be the last person we have. Oh my gosh. We are out of moves. And I don't know if you can use rest when you are full health, so this will be interesting. Let's see. Is there enough? Okay, you cannot. That's right. You cannot use rest if your HP is full. And thankfully, well, unfortunately, Mankey did not attack, but we need Mankey to attack. The only problem is that leftovers might get us back to full health, which it does. Okay, it does not. So we can use rest now and snore. So that's our only our only remaining move, really. Okay, Seismic Toss. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage, but should be able to knock out Mankey with one snore. As long as we stay asleep, which we do. Okay, that should get Snorlax to level 49, and with that, I'm pretty satisfied. Should be pretty good for the Elite Four. We could learn Rollout. And I'm not sure. I'm not really sure that we really need it on Snorlax, to be honest. Body Slam is a much better move, and Surf is an HM, so it's a little bit harder to get rid of that. And the rest snore combo works pretty well. So I do not think we're going to go with rollout here. Plus we have Jolteon, so... Oops, did not mean to hit that. Stop learning rollout. No. Yes. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we do have Jolteon for any flying types that we have to deal with. And any bug types, obviously we have Charizard. So really, there's not many instances in which we would want our Snorlax to have a rock type move. And fire types, obviously Snorlax has Surf, so a rock type move is not necessary. Okay, we're gonna switch Snorlax out now that she is level 49. We got Primeape to level 49, and Nidoking is only level 46, unfortunately. So still behind on the leveling part here. Got to get to at least 50 or close to it because otherwise the champion battle will be just too hard. Okay, Nidoking only knows crazy strong moves, so we have to use these moves that are just total overkill here with Earthquake, or Double Edge, or Mega Horn. But these will definitely come in handy against the Elite Four. Okay. Getting close now to level 47. Let's see if we can get there. Okay, we got Wheezing, so this will be 1,200 XP, which is good. Gonna have to use Double Edge, unfortunately. Can't hit Wheezing with Earthquake because Wheezing has Levitate. So ground type moves do not hit. Excuse me. Okay. Keep missing the Double Edge. Oh man. Sorry about that. A lot of sneezing. Must have got dust or something. It has been, I think, roughly about a week since I last streamed, so definitely some some dust collecting from out the week on some of my streaming stuff here. Definitely use a wipe down here, clean up all the dust. Giving me some allergies. Okay. Kind of need some tissues, but I don't think I have any sitting around. Okay, Mankey, we can just use Earthquake. Eventually we're going to have to use Mega Horn, which is unfortunate because it might... Mega Horn might miss. So it's not the best. Okay, gonna send in matchup. We will not switch. Okay. You know what? Let's try a Mega Horn. Okay, this one does land, which is good. It's not going to be very effective, but it should be enough damage. Okay, almost level 47 on Nidoking. Getting Nidoking leveled up will be pretty important considering just how strong Nidoking is. Thank you. Okay. I think we got enough steps for the Versus Seeker. Okay, it looks like these four over here. Not the most exciting thing to have to do, but we do have to do it, unfortunately, just to get to a high enough level for the Elite Four, which would be roughly 50 or close to it. We'll try a Mega Horn, see if we can't land it. Sorry about that, had to blow my nose. But crazy enough, we just hit 3 Mega Horns in a row, which is pretty lucky, if I do say so myself. All those allergies, all that dust collecting. Had to blow my nose. Too many sneezes. Okay. Nidoking, I'm going to need you to level up a little faster. Okay, we're going to get to level 47. Okay, not quite yet, but hopefully after this next double edge. Okay. So, get a nice chunk of XP. This guy is the guy with 2 Weezings, so another good chunk of XP. Okay. Could do Mega Horn, but even still, it's not quite, doesn't do enough damage. So, might as well stick to the double edges, I guess. But unfortunately, they do cause Nidoking to damage himself. And then coughing as well. I have to use double edge as well. Can't quite use this. Welcome in, Kaylee. What am I up to? I am up to leveling up Nidoking. And Nidoking has no choice but to use double edge against Weezing, since it's the only move that's effective enough. And we keep damaging ourselves. Not great. And we need Nidoking to get as close to level 40 as possible. Or as close to level 50, rather, to take on the Elite Four. Everybody else is level 50 or close to it, but Nidoking is falling behind. He weak or something? Yeah, unfortunately, Nidoking is a little weak right now. We might switch out Nidoking here, as he only has 19 HP. So he's the slacker. Yeah, he is definitely the slacker. The slacker of the group, the weak link, if you will. But once he gets close to level 50, we should be good to take on the Elite Four. The weakest link at the moment is Nidoking, and but once he's actually a good enough level, he should be one of our best Pokemon, hopefully. But just didn't quite level him up along the way as we made our journey through the other gyms. We're going to head back to the Pokemon Center now to heal up. Don't want to waste our potions that we are saving for the Elite Four. So we'll ride our bike back. I am hyping him up now. He is getting hype after being talked down a little bit. Nice bike, thank you. It definitely wasn't given to me for free. Okay. That guy's just casually talking to his Poliwhirl. Or Poliwrath. What speed I have on it? It's a 6 speed. Oh, only 2 guys want to challenge us after that. Spoiled 8 miles per hour. And try 9 miles per hour. 9 miles per hour on the bike. This guy's got a motorcycle. I'm sure it's a little bit faster than 8. Solid. Let's use Mega Horn. And we miss. I knew it was too good to be true. We were hitting a lot of Mega Horns in a row. That's the first one we've missed in a while. Machop gets hit with the poison point. Not that it'll matter much. Hopefully we land one of these. Okay. Just keep doing the grind for Nidoking here. Get as close as we can. Very close to level 50 now. So the last piece of the puzzle, if you will. Oh, we missed another Mega Horn. Do I think the Machop rides in one of those bike sidecars? I think they do. I think it would make sense that the bald biker guy would want his Machop next to him. And hopefully the Machop is also wearing like the little goggles that they put on dogs too sometimes when they're sitting in the sidecar. I think the goggles make it even better. Don't want their eyes to get dry, you know? Especially if you're going high speed. Okay. Only got 2 guys from the first versus Seeker, so we're going to have to ride around a little bit again just to try and get the other guy's attention. Okay, this guy's going to send out Weezing. Thankfully, we did get one of the guys that has a Weezing, so we could get a bigger chunk of XP here for Nidoking. Unfortunately, Nidoking does damage himself. Might make sense to give Nidoking the leftovers so that he can keep healing each turn, especially after having used a double edge and damaging himself. Okay, there we go, level 48. So we're going to try and get to at least level 49 here. Ride around and intimidate them? Yes. I have to circle around them like a shark. And then once I'm ready to attack, I just hold up a silly little device and they all start looking at me and are willing to challenge me again. So I think I've gone enough steps for it to work. So there it is. And we get 4 guys this time that want to challenge us. So let's go through, battle these 4 guys. Okay, we can use Earthquake here on the Grimer, which is super effective, so it's definitely overkill. Level 48 Nidoking using Earthquake on a level 29 Grimer. Yeah, the other 2 are too cool. They just, you know, they don't want to get beat by this Nidoking. That's what it is. Okay, Nidoking unfortunately is going to have to damage himself a little bit more here on this coughing, since he cannot use Earthquake. Okay. I'm getting excited. Pokemon Champions comes out next week, so that'll be fun. We'll be able to use any Pokemon that are in Pokemon Home to battle people online. Should be pretty fun. something different to do, and an actual reason to use Pokemon that are in Pokemon Home. Because at the moment, like with your phone, all you can really do is catch Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and you could either transfer those Pokemon to Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, or you can also what's my favorite fairy type and elaborate? I'm talking about Pokemon Champions. The coolest game to ever come out for a phone. Because for once, you can actually battle with Pokemon on our phone. Although it's not coming out on the phone next week, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. It's only coming out to the Switch next week. Which is kind of sad. I was hoping that it would come out for the phone, for mobile devices, but it is not. Very sad. So we're going to have to wait, I guess, a little bit longer. They didn't exactly, I don't think they exactly announced when they're going to have Pokemon Champions available for mobile devices. But I will at least hopefully be able to play some of it next week on the Nintendo Switch. What is my favorite fairy type Pokemon? And elaborate. That's tough. Because it is fun to think about, you know, Clefairy. But Clefairy obviously existed before fairy types existed. And Clefairy started out as a normal type Pokemon. But I feel like Clefairy really embodies like what a fairy type Pokemon is, right? Like they're you know, usually they're cute and they're pink Pokemon. You know, they usually fit, you know, one of those categories. Obviously, Grimmsnarl is a little different. Not exactly cute. In fact, it's actually kind of ugly looking, but it is an interesting fairy type in that it kind of breaks the mold that you typically see for fairy type Pokemon. So I do think there is something to be said about Grimmsnarl. You're just dropping facts. I try to. I really do. What is your favorite fairy type? And is it Clefairy? Or actually, you know what? I'm going to change my answer to Azumarill. Because Azumarill got way better once it gained the fairy typing. Which honestly makes it a much cooler Pokemon. Too basic. Oh, Clefairy's too basic. You're not saying Azumarill is too basic. Because Azumarill is pretty cool. And I do like water types, so it's hard to not like Azumarill. Oh my goodness, all 6 trainers responded that time to the Versus Seeker. So this should get Nidoking to the spot where we want it to for the Elite Four here. So it should get to pretty darn close to level 50. Running low on Earthquake though. And it is running low on HP. So we'll get it to level 49 and then we'll see if we'll switch out for somebody else to take on. Actually, I think we will switch out for right now to. We'll go to Snorlax. Is Klefki fairy type? I believe so. I think it is Steel Fairy or it's Steel Ghost. I think Klefki is fairy type, I think. But don't quote me on that. Let me double check. Klefki is... Okay, yeah, it is Fairy Steel. That's what I thought. So, is that your final answer then? Klefki? Klefki is unique. There's... Actually, I don't really know of any other steel and fairy types. There aren't. If there's any other than Klefki. Actually, there is another steel fairy type, and that would be the legendary in Pokemon Sword, which would be Zacian. Zacian is steel and fairy, which is honestly a really good typing. Okay, Nidoking is level 49, so I think, you know what? We should be pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good at level 49. Hopefully enough for, well, for at least taking on the first of the Elite Four. I don't know about taking on the Champion. We might have to rely on some other Pokemon for that. So for Machop now, we'll switch out to Charizard and try and get Charizard the remaining experience points. Okay. We'll fly. Klefki. Now, would that make Klefki your favorite Steel-type Pokemon as well? Or can one Pokemon only fill one category for a typing? So you can't say Klefki's your favorite Fairy and your favorite Steel. If I had to pick a favorite Steel type, I think Shiny Steelix would be pretty awesome. Because it's yellow, and yellow is a pretty cool shiny. Okay. You have to think about this now. Would it also be your favorite Steel type? That's the question. Okay, 3 more guys to battle here. Oops, I forgot I was gonna switch out and try and get one of these other peeps some XP. I think it might be helpful here to get Charizard some experience points. We will need Charizard for the fighting guy that we face in the Elite Four. I think Bruce is his name. Okay. Okay, Charizard. Okay, 2 more guys to face here, and then we will make our way to the Elite Four. So let's face Ruben, and then let's face whoever this other guy is on the bottom left. Then we'll be Elite Four time. Just get these last chunks of XP that we can get. Maybe Charles gets close to level 52. Just keep spamming Flamethrower. Oh, Honedge matches the vibe. But you think you like Klefki more. But you do like Dialga. Yeah, it would be hard to pass up Dialga as a favorite Steel type. But then would you throw him in the favorite Dragon type category? But then again, it's hard to not put Rayquaza as your favorite Dragon type, right? Like, so it's like, what category do you put them in, you know? I guess Dialga would be a better favorite Steel type than he would be a better Dragon type, just because the Steel options outside of Dialga might not be as cool as the Dragon options outside of Dialga. So it'd be, I don't know. You guess Klefki would still win out? Something about those keys. Yeah, you know, he just likes stealing keys. I mean, imagine you just had a clef key and it was just following you around. And then, like, you go into a store like Home Depot or something, and then you walk out of Home Depot and the clef key just has like a million keys on him out of nowhere that he probably stole from, like, the key machine. It'd be dangerous taking a clef key into a Home Depot. Or a Lowe's. They would just start taking keys. And I think they eat them. Okay. I think we're done messing around. So, we're going to heal. Yes, please heal. Oh, you always like Salamence. Yeah, Salamence is really cool. I do like Salamence. He's a cool dragon type. But, yeah, am I going to say about flying types? Is he your favorite flying type? I don't know. That's tough call. Tough call. But then it's like, what about Altaria, you know? Okay, we got a lot of hyper potions. We got a lot of, we do have rare candies if we really wanted to help level up a little bit here. We have 8 antidotes. Shouldn't need too many antidotes. We have 5 burn heals. We have 13 hyper potions, which is a good bit. We actually only have 9 revives. That might not be the best. Let's I mean, 9 should be okay. But just to be on the safe side, let's get 4 more. We got 13, which is enough to heal everybody in our party at least twice. Well, to revive them at least twice. Hopefully we don't need that, though. We have 11 full heals, which should be more than enough. 3 full restores, 2 max potions. But we don't really have any Pokemon that are above 200 HP, so I think we're in a good spot. Oh, wait. I think I do have something to sell to this guy. Let's see here. I have Stardust. Yes. I like how it says it can be sold at a high price, but it's only like 1,000 Pokecoins, which in the grand scheme of things is like really not that much. Okay, let's check the summary now. Snorlax is holding. Does it say held item? Macho Brace. Yeah, so we want to take that away from Charizard. And we could either give Charizard the leftovers. I think we might want to give him leftovers. Just to make him a little bulkier. Okay, and then let's see. What is... Jolteon is holding the black glasses, which we need for the dark type move. Nidoking has the quick claw, but Nidoking's speed is actually pretty decent, actually. Let's check it to Primeape. Okay, so it's about the same speed as Primeape. So if anything, not so sure that it needs the quick claw. We will keep the Twisted Spoon on our Butterfree here, as that improves our psychic damage, which is good. Let's see. Snorlax is holding leftovers, which is needed. Okay, seems like Primeape is the only one not holding an item. I'm not so sure that Primeape would really need the Quick Claw either, as it has a speed of 122, which is 1 point higher than Nidoking. Tough call. Let's see, is there anything else in our bag that might be helpful for Primeape? I'm not sure what berries we have. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What can we buy? Okay, never mind. None of that. None of that. I don't think that there's really any item that would help out Primeape other than a berry. Because otherwise, otherwise we don't really have anything that makes sense for him. So if we open the berry case, okay, so heal paralysis, wake up, cure poison, heal a burn, defrosting might help against the first gym. So we will give Primeape that, at least for as we take out in Lorelei, the first of the Elite Four. Yeah, otherwise, ingredient for medicine. Yeah, otherwise, these items are not too helpful. Berry. Yeah, berry. Okay. Let's see here. So the first Pokemon that she sends out is water type, so we really can't start with Charizard. Pretty much have to start with Jolteon here. And last time we took her on, I don't think we had any Pokemon level 50, but I could be wrong. But now we have a couple Pokemon level 50. Hopefully that is enough, because last time we did pretty bad. It was pretty rough. Okay, we'll save the game and we'll get started. No going back now. We're locked in. Can't go back. We're taking on Lorelei, the first of the Elite Four. Welcome to the Pokemon. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Ha ha ha. Are you ready? Do you ever think they don't want to hold what you tell them to? I mean, that's possible. You know, Jolteon might not want the black glasses that increase dark-type moves, but that's just too bad. Spike has to hold it, okay? You got to put on the shades, Spike, to look cool. You can't just battle. You got to look cool while you battle. We're going to use Shockwave. Let's see how much this does. Unfortunately, our electric-type moves are not boosted. Only our Bite, which is a dark-type move, is boosted. Okay, Lorelei does not heal, so this should be a 2-shot here for Dugong, which is good. Last time we struggled to even get past Dugong. Jolteon right now? Yeah, that's exactly what Jolteon is right now. The cool guy emoji. Okay, gonna take on Cloyster. Spike should be able to get through pretty much all of her Pokemon for the most part. There's not... there aren't too many Gen 1 Pokemon that are ice types, but also not water types, so... a lot of them are weak to electric. And Spike can now learn Thunder at level 53, which is going to be huge, since Shockwave only has a power of 60. Although Thunder has a power of 120. We might actually want to get rid of double kick, just because it's really just not necessary. And we have a lot of other responses for a normal type Pokemon, so we don't need a fighting type move. Okay, she's going to send in Slowbro. We can take a shot here. We can take a shot here at Thunder. And it does hit. Should do ton of damage. Yeah, it's going to be a one-shot for Slowbro. Honestly, getting Thunder right there was pretty huge. It's going to send out Lapras. Obviously a very strong Pokemon. Now, one bad thing about Jolteon taking on this entire gym is that none of our other Pokemon right now are getting experience points. So, and we're obviously not going to use Jolteon really until we get to. Well, I guess we could use Jolteon against the Ghost types since it has a Dark type move. Okay, we'll try Shockwave. Hopefully, don't hurt ourselves, and hopefully it's enough. It is enough. Okay, I thought it would be. Thankfully enough there, and 2,500 experience points. That is a lot. Jinx now, which is, I believe, the first non-water ice type that we're going to face. So, but Jinx is also a psychic type, so we could keep Spike in here, or we could possibly switch out. We could switch to Charles. And Charles will be needed a lot in the next gym because it will be fighting types. So we can use Charles or we could use Butterfree. It might make sense to give a little XP to one specific Pokemon. So we're going to try to give a little bit extra to Charizard here because we will need him later. Okay. So we can use Flamethrower now. Couldn't really use it against any other Pokemon because they were all water types. Okay, unfortunately we... Oh. That's not good. Charles fell in love. Charles, now is not the time to fall in love, okay? We're trying to take on the Elite Four. You can't be simping over a Jinx. Uh-oh, please attack. Oh, Charizard said, I don't care if I fell in love. I'm still using Flamethrower. Okay, but she is, unfortunately, I think, going to heal again. Oh, but she gets burned. Oh, just barely not enough to take out Jinx there. And she is, unfortunately, going to use a full restore, which gets rid of the burn as well. But I believe she's out of full restores, thankfully. Oh, Charizard said, I do not care if I fell in love with you. I'm going to use Flamethrower again. Can it land another burn? No, it cannot. Complicated relationship. Yeah, I would say so. He's in love. He might not attack this time. Oh, he still attacked again. Man. Wow, that is a tough relationship. Charles did not care. Charles did not care that he fell in love with Jinx, okay? He's focused on the mission right now, and I respect that. Okay, Charles, thank you. Things shouldn't be this way. Yeah, I mean, you'd think Charizard falling in love with Jinx there, that he wouldn't attack, but he attacked every single time. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of the Pokemon League's power. Hello, cats. Welcome. We just took down Lorelei, which we did not do last time, which is good. We've made it further than we did last time. So I guess the training paid off a little bit. So now we do not want Jolteon in the first spot. That would be bad. We're going to take on a bunch of fighting types. So we have a couple different answers for fighting types, but the best one would be Charizard using Fly. Or Butterfree. Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Tim, it will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha. All right, taking on Bruce now. How's your week, cats? Hopefully you had a good week. Elite Four Bruno would like to battle. And he sends out Onyx. Actually, we should have... should have known. Should have known it was Onyx first. That's a bad move on my part. You could put in Nidoking, but I think Primeape is a little bit better answer here. Hopefully we don't take too much damage. Ooh, Rock Tomb misses anyways, which is good. So we'll use Low Kick. Should do a ton of damage. Oh, just barely not enough to Onyx there. And unfortunately, I believe that means he's going to get fully healed. But I'm okay with him wasting a full restore on Onyx, because Onyx is definitely the least threatening Pokemon that he has. Let's see if we can take it out here with Low Kick. We do. So I think he still has one more full restore. Wasted it on Onyx there. Gonna send out another Onyx. These, I believe when you rematch the Elite Four, these Onyx become Steelix. So a little bit more intimidating than a regular Onyx. Oof, unfortunately we take an Earthquake. Oof, that did a lot of damage. He's not going to heal the Onyx this time either, so we're just going to take it out. Oh, you're doing good. You're at the Silphco. Okay, you're making your way through the game now. Okay, Hitmonchan. Silphco. The Silphco is a fun little building to run through. Let's see. Do we keep Primeape in? Sir Spore is now a Vileplume. Nice. What moves do you have on Vileplume? Okay, we're going to use Strength. That did not do a lot. Counter did an insane amount of damage. That's not good. He's going to use a Fighting type move, so I think it might make sense. It might make sense to switch to either Charles or Wiggle here. We'll switch to Charles. Okay, he's going to use Mach Punch. Does not do very much. And Charles does have leftovers. Now, if this were competitive Pokemon, I wouldn't be able to do what I was doing, where two of the Pokemon on my team have the same held item. Charizard with leftovers, as well as my Snorlax with leftovers. Ooh, Hitmonchan takes a critical hit fly there from Charizard. Okay, he's going to send out Machamp. We are not going to switch out Charizard. Okay, level 56. We're definitely getting up there with the levels now. Getting kind of scary because our team is low 50s. Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage. Yikes. Okay, my speed fell. Hopefully I still outspeed Machamp. I think I do. I'm pretty sure I outspeed him. Okay, but would Fly KO here? I don't know, but he's probably going to use a rock move again, so we can't safely switch into Butterfree. Unfortunately. We just have to hope that this fly is enough. Oh, thank goodness. Got a little worried there. I wasn't quite sure if that would be enough, but it was. Go send out Hitmonlee. We actually are going to switch now that Charles is low on HP. Okay, Sweet Scent, Sleep Powder, Giga Drain, and Poison Powder. Okay. Nice. Yeah, the Giga Drain is great on Vileplume. Great on all those grass types. Okay, we can use either Aerial Ace or Psychic here, but we're gonna... Well, actually, no, we're gonna be smart about this. We're gonna use Sleep Powder. Unfortunately, Hitmonlee lands a Mega Kick. Great. Okay, well, hopefully he does not wake up. And we can get 2 Psychics out, so he's going to stay asleep for the first turn. Unfortunately, Hitmonlee is faster than Butterfree, so we got to be careful. Oh, critical hit on the Psychic. Look at that. Don't even have to worry about using a revive. Why? How could I lose? So, that was big. My job is done. Go face your next challenge. I like how he gives you the cold shoulder. Okay. We're going to have to heal up. Because that last one took a good chunk of HP from us, actually. Let's use some super potions. Yeah, super potion. Although we do have hyper potions, but might as well save those for an actual battle, I suppose. Okay, super potion. We will use it on Charles. We will use it on Charles again. We will use one on Primeape. Use another one on Primeape. Okay. Then we will use it on Wiggle. And we're down to 3. So we could just start using some of these regular potions. I thought I had more potions. Not sure why I only have 5 potions and only like 3 super potions for some reason. I thought I stocked up. Did I not stock up? That's pretty silly of me to come into the Elite Four with just a handful of potions. I guess I only stocked up on the expensive ones because we don't have a lot of the cheap ones, and can't really be doing that with the Elite Four. Okay, so the next room is going to be obviously Ghost and Psychic. Ghost and Poison. We can't really use Nidoking because a lot of them have Levitate. So Earthquake isn't really going to work. Definitely can't really use Snorlax since normal type moves do not affect Ghost. We can't really use Primeape because fighting isn't going to work. So really our only option is going to be Spike and Wiggle. Although we do have some bug moves, and we could just use Charles and attack with fire type moves, but yeah, we'll see. I'm a little more nervous about this one. This could go bad. This could go pretty bad. Let's see. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. I hear Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old Duff was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. Yeah, he's not handsome anymore. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokedex. He's wrong. Pokemon are for battling. Tim, I'll show you how a real trainer battles. All right. Agatha. Sounds like she had the hots for Professor Oak. But she's going to send out Gengar right off the bat. So I guess we could have sent out Nidoking and used an Earthquake. But we'll see how much Bite does. We could Thunder Wave and try and paralyze Gengar. We'll see how well that works. Okay, he's going to use Double Team. That's annoying. I mean, you can keep using Double Team because Shockwave will hit no matter what. We'll see if Bite can land. We miss. But he does stay paralyzed, which is good. Okay, so that was... I guess you could say that was worth. The Bite does a ton of damage. And he's paralyzed, so he can't do anything about it. We missed the second Bite. You Shadow Punch, that's annoying. Okay, but we do take him out with the second bite there. It might be worth it, you know, just to try and paralyze the next Pokemon too. Okay, she's going to send out Golbat, so we actually don't need to worry too much here. Obviously, Golbat is flying type, so Shockwave should do a ton of damage here. I don't know if we needed Thunder. Let's see. Ooh, okay, not quite enough on Shockwave. We maybe could have used Thunder there. Golbat's going to use Poison Fang, but it does not poison us, thankfully. I should have predicted the full restore and used Thunder. That was dumb. I do outspeed Golbat, though. So I could just use Shockwave again. And that should be enough. Okay, Jolteon's going to get all the way up to level 53 now. Okay, so we've taken down 2 of Agatha's first Pokemon. Just going to send out Arbok. You know, I guess her team, when you face her the first time, her team's not that great. It's the second time that you face her that her team's a lot better. I guess that applies to all of the Elite Four. Okay, level 56. And Nidoking's attack goes down because of Arbok's Intimidate. That's really unfortunate. We could focus energy and see if we can't get a crit on the Earthquake. I mean, that'd be kind of nice, but also I don't know what kind of damage we would take from Arbok. We'll try it. We'll try focus energy, and then we'll see if we can't get any crits. Okay, we take a Screech. That's really unfortunate. So our defense drops a lot. We're going to use Earthquake. Hopefully this does big damage here. Maybe we get a crit. Not quite. Arbok is going to Screech again, so no matter what, we're definitely going to have to switch out Nidoking after taking on Arbok here, as we have our defense at -4 right now. Okay. Nidoking pretty handedly takes down Arbok, but she's going to put in Haunter, and we're going to have to switch. Okay, Spike will be faster than Haunter. However, Spike right now does not have a lot of HP. Let's see if we can get away with 2 bites. Okay. She's going to have to heal. Hypnosis misses, which is huge. She's going to heal. I think this is the second full restore that she's used. So we're in pretty good shape here. If we can get a crit on the bite... No, we do not. Okay, we outspeed Haunter, so no matter what, Jolteon having one of the highest speed stats in the entire game is huge for us. Okay, and then she's going to switch in Gengar. I will actually switch out to Nidoking this time, and we'll see if we'll see what Nidoking can do. Level 58. That's crazy. Okay, Gengar does have Levitate, which is annoying. I think in later games it doesn't. Okay, it lands a Hypnosis. Nidoking's pretty much dead in the water here. We're going to have to switch out. I really don't want to switch into Spike and get it KO'd. We could... So... Man, what do you do? What do you do? Don't really have a whole lot of other answers here. We could technically put in Snorlax, and it can't get hit by a Ghost move. But all Snorlax could really do is Surf. So what the heck, why not? We'll see what happens. Okay, so the Shadow Ball does not hit Snorlax, because we are normal type. So we're going to Surf. Oh, we get hit by Sludge Bomb, though. That's kind of unfortunate. The lack of Ghost types in Gen 1 makes Agatha more of a Poison type user than Ghost. Yeah, it does make her more of Poison, unfortunately, which is kind of unfortunate, because Ghost types are so cool. It's cool to face, like, whenever you face a ghost type gym leader or a ghost type user in the Elite Four. If I remember correctly, I think in Black and White, one of the Elite Four people also had ghost types, and that was where you faced Chandelure, which was pretty cool. Okay, Snorlax can't really do anything here. But I do know that we're going to get hit by a poison move because that's the only move that Gengar can use against Snorlax. So, who do we want getting hit with the poison move? We can't really put in Nidoking because it's asleep. I guess we'll put in Charles. Hopefully we don't get poisoned. Okay, thankfully we did not get poisoned, but we did take 50 damage, which is crazy. Leftovers will help a little bit with that. We'll use Flamethrower and just see how, if we can just power through this Gengar with Charizard. Okay, Gengar's down to yellow, but I don't think Gengar... Oh, unfortunately we get poisoned there. That's annoying. I don't think Agatha has any more full heals. I believe she wasted all of them, so... Oh, unfortunately, Gengar's holding a Citrus Berry, so he heals a little bit more there, but I think Flamethrower should do enough here. Should get pretty close, and it does. Okay. Whew, getting a little close there. We take out Agatha. Oh my, you're something special, child. You got 5,800 Pokecoins for that. You win. I see what the old Duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child. Okay, we definitely got to heal. Okay, super potions. I did not buy enough potions. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, we're gonna use one on Jolteon. We're gonna use one on Charizard, and then we're kind of out, which is unfortunate. I guess we could use one more on Charizard actually. Okay, then we gotta use a antidote. Okay, then we gotta use an awakening. Actually, we have to use 2 awakenings because Snorlax is already asleep, so. And it looks like we are also going to need to use whatever potions we have. So I think we used up all of our super, so we're gonna have to now go to regular potions. We have only 2 of those remaining. So who do you heal? I don't think Primeape's only missing 7 HP, so I don't really think it's necessary on Primeape to use the potion. We only have 2. We're going to use one on Spike, obviously, which leaves us with 1. Which, I don't know. Do I save it, or do I just use it on Snorlax here? Snorlax can rest, though, and fully heal itself. So it feels like it might be a waste on Snorlax. Yeah, 7 HP missing on Primeape and 9 missing on Spike. Feels like it would just be wasted here. I'll save it. Though we are facing now Dragon-type Pokemon. I don't have any Ice moves. So this could be a disaster. This could be ugly. And I don't really know what the best... Okay, let me think about this. I could just start with Jolteon, see what happens. We'll start with Jolteon. This is a big one. This is definitely the hardest before you face the champion, obviously. I don't know why they make you walk down a weird hallway, though, before you get here. Seems a little excessive. Okay, we're going to save up. And we'll see if starting with Jolteon is a good move. Ah, I've heard about you, Tim. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know, the dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Tim. Okay, now we take on Lance. Lance is tough. You just spent 2 hours trying to shiny hunt Dratini until you gave up. Yeah, the shiny hunting for Dratini is really tough. It is not for the faint of heart. It is a tough shiny hunt. Just because of how infrequently they show up and like the percentage of them showing up. Elite Four Lance would like to battle, and he's going to start with Gyarados. So, Spike is the right option to start. Gyarados does have Intimidate. We're going to see if we can't hit a Thunder. Please? Oh, we hit it. Let's see. Big damage here. Oh, yeah. That's enough to one-shot Gyarados since it is quadruple weak to Electric. Okay, then he's going to send out Dragonair. Should we switch? Tough call here. Dragonair. We could do a couple different things. We could Earthquake with Nidoking. We could just flat out Body Slam it with Snorlax and see what happens. I don't know how much it weighs. I don't know. You know, we'll throw in Snorlax. We'll see what happens. Maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. Oh, you tried reset buying it at the casino. Yeah, honestly, I almost feel like the casino would be easier to... Yeah, I guess that would be easier of a shiny hunt than actually trying to go in the Safari Zone. I guess that would make more sense. Body Slam. I don't know if Body Slam's going to do a whole heck of a lot here. Hey, Aunt Carol. Welcome. Hey, future nephew-in-law. Okay. Dragonair. He's not going to heal the Dragonair here, so Body Slam should KO. Okay, Snorlax gets out of that. Laxi was doing some damage there. Could send out another Dragonair, but we might as well just keep it in Snorlax. How's it going in South Carolina? Let's see. We'll Body Slam. Okay, Dragonair uses Outrage, which does a little less than 50 damage. About 46 or 47 damage, but we do have leftovers. So we're going to heal a little bit. We're going to use Body Slam again. We're going to take another Outrage. Going to get us down to about 100 HP. Well, I guess we'll get to about 120 with the leftovers. Lance did not heal either Dragonair, so that's interesting. I guess he was saving it for Dragonite. Level 60. Yikes. Okay. You know, I don't know if keeping Snorlax in here was a good idea. But I know Dragonite's going to either KO us or get us pretty close to 0 HP, so I think using Rest here makes sense. Okay, uses Wing Attack. Oh, and it gets a critical hit, of course. That's unfortunate. We're going to put in Spike. Beautiful there. Yeah, I am jealous. Southern weather, it must be nice. Oh, I forgot to use Safeguard, so they can't be paralyzed. That's unfortunate. And Hyper Beam KO. Oh my goodness. Welp. I don't know that there's a whole lot we can do here. Maybe he misses. Oh, he has to recharge, so we can't put him to sleep, which is great. I don't know that I can do a whole lot of damage, though. Try. I didn't want to use Silver Wind, actually. That was dumb. I do increase my attack and defense and speed and special attack. Okay. Let's see. How much can we do with Psychic? I don't think Butterfree is really a good answer here. But if Dragonite stays asleep, I mean, can't complain too much. Although, maybe it would make more sense here to revive and then fully... Oh, a critical hit. Dragonite stays asleep, but he's definitely going to heal here. Okay, he uses a Citrus Berry, which might actually keep Lance from healing. And maybe Psychic can actually do enough to take out Dragonite. Oh, not quite. That's unfortunate. It is going to force him into a full restore, which will wake him up. I should have actually used Sleep Powder. That was dumb. Okay, Silver Wind did increase our speed so that we outspeed Dragonite right now, which is actually huge. I don't really want to switch out Butterfree now because Silver Wind did give us a really big boost. Maybe Aerial Ace can give us a crit? No. It makes more sense to probably just keep using Psychic here. And hope that we can crit with Psychic, since it does a lot more than Aerial Ace. And hopefully Dragonite stays asleep. If it wakes up, we might be dead. Maybe a crit? Oh, a crit! Oh, so he does not heal the Dragonite there, and Butterfree takes out Dragonite. That is insane. Does Butterfree outspeed Aerodactyl? A level 50 Butterfree just took out a level 60 Dragonite. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. We do not outspeed Aerodactyl. Well, I guess we learned that lesson the hard way. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna need Spike back here. Primeape is gonna get probably KO'd by a flying move, so not a whole lot Primeape can do here other than get KO'd. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to... Actually, we do have a max revive, which is huge. We're gonna have to use that on Spike. Or Snorlax. But I think Spike makes a little more sense here. Yeah, Wing Attack, that's gonna KO. Yeah. Especially with a critical hit. Okay. Let's see. Spike. How much damage can you do to Aerodactyl here? Might be nice to Thunder Wave. Do I Thunder Wave? Do I Shock Wave or do I Thunder? Thunder might miss. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. Ah, crap. Unfortunately, Aerodactyl used Scary Face, which will reduce my speed by a lot, which is not what we want now. Aerodactyl is going to outspeed Jolteon. Hopefully we can survive this Ancient Power. Oh my gosh, Thunder misses again. Hyper Beam from Aerodactyl is unfortunately going to KO Spike. So that was a wasted max revive. Aerodactyl has to recharge here, so Charizard gets at least one move off here. It might be good to Scary Face the Aerodactyl back to reduce its speed. Oh man, not good, not good. We needed Jolteon to hit one of those Thunders. Not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage here to Aerodactyl. Ancient Power is going to... Yeah, that's quadruple effective, so... Okay. Nidoking, we're not going to have much choice here other than to max max revive Jolteon, because really that's our only hope right now. So we take the wing attack. Oh, but Aerodactyl takes the poison point. That could be huge for us. We could also regular revive somebody if we wanted to get out a little extra insurance here as Aerodactyl takes poison damage. It might make sense to revive Snorlax here. Snorlax, I might need you. Okay, Aerodactyl's going to use Scary Face on Nidoking, which doesn't even... Oh, I guess we did outspeed Aerodactyl because I used Scary Face on Aerodactyl. But we're going to go back on our bag again. We're going to use a Hyper Potion on Snorlax. Get it back to full HP, which is good. Could bring Snorlax back in. Gonna take another wing attack. Aerodactyl's going to take more poison damage. We're going to see if we can't do something tricky here and land a double edge or Mega Horn. I think it would make more sense for double edge. Still not very much damage. Aerodactyl's going to take more poison damage, but oh well. Down goes Nidoking, so we do get the free switch in. But honestly, at this point, I think Aerodactyl is actually within KO range if he doesn't heal. Oh, but it did go down to the red, so I think he will heal. Which he is. Lance is going to use a full restore. We are going to land at least a little bit of chunk damage here with Shockwave. Maybe could have switched out Nidoking earlier. Wow, Shockwave did a lot. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Should have just been using Shockwave the whole time. Should have just had faith in Jolteon using Shockwave instead of Thunder. Could have done that a lot earlier and it would have saved a lot of headache. And revives. It would have saved a lot of revives. Yeah, we wasted some max revives there. That's unfortunate. Still can't believe my dragons lost to you, Tim. Honestly, I can't believe that Dragonite went down to a level 50 Butterfree. That's crazy. A level 50 Butterfree took out a level 60 Dragonite. You're now the Pokemon League champion. Or you would have been. But you have one more challenge left. There's one more trainer to face. His name is Dumbo. He beat the Elite Four before you. He's the real Pokemon League champion. Okay, we better heal before we get ambushed. Okay. Gonna have to use 4 revives here. Okay. Charles. Nidoking. And then revive Wiggle. Wiggle was the MVP of that battle, honestly, just by taking out Dragonite. That was huge. Because I really had no answer for Dragonite. But using the Silver Wind was pointless, except for the fact that I got the stat boosts, which made me faster than Dragonite, which allowed me to use Sleep Powder to put Dragonite to sleep, and then just keep using Psychic on it. That was huge. Okay, I don't think I have any more just like regular potions. We have one normal one there, but we're just going to have to keep using Hyper Potions. Yep. Hyper Potion there. One more here. Charizard. Okay, better check the summary just to make sure we have enough moves on each of our Pokemon so that we don't run out mid-battle, because that would be bad. Your team so far is Charmeleon, Gyarados, Vileplume, Raichu, Primeape, and Nidoking. Okay, I like it. Yeah, I thought about using Gyarados, but I didn't. I didn't commit to Gyarados on this run, but it would have been fun to use Gyarados, that's for sure. Raichu is also fun to use. If I hadn't committed to the Jolteon, I would have thought about Raichu. Okay, let's see here. And then of course you have Sir Spore, the Vileplume. Gotta have Sir Spore. Okay. Let's check summaries real quick. What do we have? Okay, Thunder only has 5 uses left. Okay, Charizard's pretty good on his moves. Nidoking's good. 7 Earthquakes left. Butterfree only has 3 Psychics. I don't really like that. But that's okay. We're going to have to look at what else we got. Okay, everybody else is pretty good on their moves. The only 2 that are not great is 5 Thunder on Spike and only 3 Psychic on Butterfree. So if we go into our bag here, we have some Max Ether. So restores a selected moves. Okay, yeah, we want this. We want this on Thunder. And we want this on Psychic. Yep. Okay, now that that's restored, our Pokemon should be in a pretty good spot now. Oh, I forgot to change the berry on Primeape. Primeape did not get frozen, so not that Primeape's really been used much. Hasn't really seen much action battling. But we'll give him a P.E.K.K.A. berry. Yes, so I'd like to switch the berries. So if he gets poisoned, he has that, but I don't really think... I don't think he really needs that, but... is what it is, I guess. Okay, we just beat Lance, so we are on to the final challenger, which is our rival. This is it. This is the end of the main story of Pokémon Fire Red. Here we are taking on Dumbo. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Hey, Tim, I was looking forward to seeing you. My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokedex, I looked at all over for Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Tim, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. Here we go. Time to take on a rival. Oh no, it's Dumbo. Alrighty, well, let's see. Champion Dumbo sends out Pidgeot. And we will send out Spike. Spike is great for flying types, you know. We're going to use Shockwave. This should do a lot. I don't know if it'll be enough, but we'll see. Okay. Does a little over half. We take a Sand Attack. Kind of annoying. We could have tried in Thunder Wave, but I don't think Thunder Wave was totally necessary. Shockwave will hit no matter what, so it doesn't really matter that we took the Sand Attack, since Shockwave cannot miss. So Spike gets to level 54. He's going to send out Rhydon. We definitely got to switch. So, who's the best answer for Rhydon? That's the question. It might actually be Primeape. We're going to see if we can't low kick the Rhydon. Let's see. How much does a low kick do? To a level 59 Rhydon. Or we could cross chop. Cross chop could miss, though. Low kick does more than half, which is good. It'll prevent Dumbo from healing. We take a Rock Tomb, which is not very effective. Even though we are 10 levels lower. Unfortunately, our speed drops, but Primeape is still faster than Rhydon and takes it out, even 10 levels below it. So he gains a ton of XP. He's going to send out Alakazam. Obviously, we got to switch again. Our best answer for Alakazam would be either Spike using Bite or Wiggle using a bug move. We could use Wiggle. Although I think Alakazam outspeeds us, so that might not be great. We'll see. We'll see. We'll put in Butterfree. This could be a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe this is a bad idea. We'll see if do we just try the Silver Wind or do we'll Sleep Powder. Okay, uses a Reflect, which raises the defense. That's okay, because oh wait, actually I think Bug is a. Unfortunately, Bug type moves I think are physical. So unfortunately, that Reflect will help him out. Silver Wind, although, is a critical hit. So we take out the Alakazam, and Butterfree gets a level 51. There we go, Wiggle. He's gonna send in Arcanine, so each switch in we gotta switch ourselves. Arcanine, obviously, great answer here would be either Snorlax with Surf. Actually, the best answer would be Snorlax with Surf, but you know what? We already sent in Nidoking. So he's going to get intimidated by Arcanine. We're just going to use Earthquake. The Flamethrower's going to do a decent amount of damage here. Does a ton of damage, actually. Okay, well, I know we're going to take another. Well, we might take another Flamethrower, so I think we can safely switch in Snorlax. I think. Shouldn't do too much damage, hopefully. Snorlax does have thick fat, so fire-type moves do less damage. Ugh, but of course it gets a critical hit on us. It probably would have not done 80 damage had it not been critical hit. Okay, it uses extreme speed. Unfortunately, that's probably going to do a decent amount of damage. Go from 160 to 115. We use Surf. Okay. The Reflect wore off. Snorlax is going to heal a little bit with leftovers. I think Arcanine's probably going to extreme speed again. And then after this move of Surf, we're going to have to rest. Okay, Snorlax is going to take a chunk of damage here. We're going to use Surf. Just barely, not enough to take out Arcanine, which means Dumbo's probably going to heal. Probably going to heal here, which means we should heal ourselves. Although that's going to prevent us from using Surf. We're going to be limited to only Snore, which is not ideal. Although knowing that he's going to heal, we could Surf. Yeah, you know what? I think that was the better move. Is we knew he's going to heal, so we're going to Surf here. And then on the next turn, we're going to get leftovers. And that should be enough to keep us alive, hopefully. I say that, but I don't know how much a crit could do here. But I do think we're going to have to rest. We're going to take extreme speed. Snorlax will hopefully tank it. We're going to use rest, so we're going to fully heal. But now we're going to be asleep, so the only move we can use is Snore. So we're not going to be doing a ton of damage here. We're going to keep taking these extreme speeds until Snorlax wakes up. Okay, so that one did about... Man, that extreme speed did a lot of damage. How many times can Arcanine use extreme speed, actually? Is that 10? Or is it 15? Hopefully it's not a really high... Oh, man. Critical hit, that's not good. Snorlax can only do so much damage with Snore here. We can't be taking critical hits on the extreme speeds. It's gonna switch to Flamethrower this turn. It might have run out of extreme speed. Unfortunately, we wake up. But Snorlax can just keep tanking if I really wanted it to. Once again, we wake up. We should be able to survive whatever Arcanine hits us with, and... Oh. Just kidding. Ah, this is going to be close. Arcanine made us flinch with Bite. And now it's going to use Flamethrower, which we should hopefully be able to survive. We do. And the rest gets off, and we fully heal. This is not the most thrilling battle, but it is kind of a crazy battle that Snorlax is just like one-on-one Arcanine, 1v1ing Arcanine right now. 10 levels below it. If we were a little bit higher level, the Snores could actually do a nice chunk of damage, but right now we're just such a low level that unfortunately we're going to get Arcanine to the red, and Dumbo's going to heal. Dumbo heals, okay, before he gets to red. Unfortunate, because right now we can only Snore. We did force another full restore out of him, though. And Snorlax is just so tanky, it's just going to keep sitting here and getting leftovers. Okay, Snorlax wakes up, which is actually not a bad thing there, because we have a lot of HP left, so I'd rather you wake up there so we can start using Surf again. Okay. Alright, now it's go time. Snorlax can use Surf. Hopefully it does a good bit of damage. Take more leftovers, heal up again. Okay, thankfully that bite did not make Snorlax flinch, so he did get off another Surf. I don't think that Dumbo will heal here, so I think we can take out Arcanine. Oh, okay, he has a third full restore, so I don't know if he has 3 or 4, to be honest. I'm not sure. Okay. Super effective there. Don't flinch. Okay, good. Bite did not make Snorlax flinch there. Looks like we're about 2 more Surfs away from taking out Arcanine. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be close here. We're down to only 7 more uses of Surf. Looks like we did take out all the extreme speeds from Arcanine. Ah, unfortunately we get burned. That's not good. Oh, we just barely did not do enough damage on Arcanine there. Yeah, we're this is gonna be close here. Our opponent has run out of heals though, so Arcanine's gonna go down, and he's gonna have to use his next Pokemon, which is, I believe at this point it's the Blastoise. Oh, just kidding, Exeggutor. Right, so we do have a lot of answers for Exeggutor. We'll put in Charizard. Why not? You know, it's the final battle. You got to get in your starter, of course. A level 61 Exeggutor. Flamethrower should be big damage here. Almost enough to take out Exeggutor, and we do get the burn. Oh, unfortunately, he puts Charles to sleep. Okay. It would make sense here with Exeggutor burned. It's going to make sense here just to use an Awakening on our Charizard. Okay, Dumbo did still have a full restore. Interesting. So it was a good call there, although he's probably going to use Sleep Powder again. So it looks like it might just be the same fate where we Flamethrower the Exeggutor and then get put to sleep, unless he misses. Oh. No, instead he uses Light Screen. Interesting. I mean, at this point in the battle, the Light Screen does not really feel like it's going to be doing a whole heck of a lot. Because now he's down to just Blastoise. And you know who we're bringing in for big man Blastoise? We got that Jolteon. The moment Jolteon has been waiting for. Although I don't know why I say that, because Jolteon's been in like every battle so far, basically. Okay, what do we do here? We outspeed Blastoise, obviously. We could just go for a Thunder and see if you don't just like one-shot it. Shockwave will definitely need more than one hit, since Blastoise is level 63. It is... man, I don't know. We're going to Shockwave. We're going to see how much Shockwave does. It is 9 levels above us. Oh my goodness. They do have the light screen up. I forgot about that. That's kind of annoying. Hydro Pump misses from Blastoise, thankfully. You know, it's almost worth thinking about a bite here just to try and make Blastoise flinch. Let's see. Can we get him to flinch? Okay, he did not flinch, but he missed another Hydro Pump, which is good. We can try for a Thunder here. That light screen actually was super annoying. Now that I think about it. Oh, Rain Dance. Okay. So it is raining now. And the light screen wore off. So with rain up, Thunder has a better chance of hitting. So that was that was actually way more helpful to take out this Blastoise here. And it is super effective, and that will be that. Player defeated Champion Dumbo. No, that can't be. You beat me at my best. After all that work to become Pokemon League champ. My reign is over already? It's not fair. It is kind of funny that he becomes champion and then you just immediately defeat him. You're just like, nah, give me that title. You don't deserve it. Why? Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it, you're the new Pokemon League champion. Although I don't like to admit it. Oh, Professor Oak. Tim. Oh, you just caught a Snorlax. Should you use it? I loved using Snorlax. I mean, I just used it to like stall, stall there. But yeah, using Rest is great on Snorlax. Rest and Snore. It seems so hard to beat. So you've won. Sincerely, congratulations. Should I screenshot it? You're the new Pokemon League champion. You've grown up so much since you first left with Charmander to work on the Pokedex. Tim, you have come of age. Dumbo, I'm disappointed in you. That's worth a screenshot just because it's funny. I came when I heard you'd beaten the Elite Four. But when I got here, you had already lost. Yeah, that's right. Dumbo, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Yeah, Dumbo. Sheesh. Without them, you'll never become champ again. Wow, Professor Oak is really digging into him here. And I don't remember him saying all this. Tim, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Yeah, that's right. Tim, come with me. That's right. We got to register our team. Ahem. Congratulations, Tim. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Tim, you have worked hard to become the new League champion. Congratulations. You and all your Pokemon are Hall of Famers. This is my favorite part of all Pokemon games, honestly, is when you see your team crowned champion. This is always a great moment. Oh yeah, we got Jolteon, we got Charles, we got King Nitto, we got Wiggle, we got Oink, and we got Laxi. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Confetti Cannon. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. 39 hours and 32 minutes. League champion, congratulations. Honestly, of those 39 hours, a lot of it was just grinding to level up. Level up some of these Pokemon. And I did waste a little bit of time in the Safari Zone. League champion. Wow. We did it. Ooh, and then Dumbo runs away crying. Sorry, buddy. I'm just better than you. Oh, Professor Oak follows to console him. But here we are, standing as champions. All right, we've hit the credits. We've done it. We've defeated every gym leader, and we've defeated the Elite Four, as well as Dumbo, our rival, to get to the Pokemon Championship. Become Pokemon Champions of Kanto. At this point now, they did add post-game stuff, which means we can actually get Deoxys in this game, which is awesome. Obviously a Generation 3 mythical legendary. So getting Deoxys is pretty cool. We'll be able to visit the islands after this, so some cool post-game stuff that you wouldn't normally have in the regular red and blue versions. Charizard. Well, that's cool. They just randomly showed Charizard. All right, what Pokemon do they show next? I think it's Jolteon. Will they show Jolteon? Who will it be? Who will it be? Or did they just randomly show Charizard because that was my starter Pokemon? Curious. Let's see. Let's see. Who's next? Who's second? Venusaur. Oops. Okay. I guess they're just showing the final evolution of all the starter Pokemon. I guess it wasn't my team specifically. So, obviously, then Blastoise would be next. They show each region and give a special thanks to all the people who worked on this amazing game. Got to give everybody the credit where the credit is due. Information supervisors. Coordinators. It would be pretty awesome to say, like, if your name was in the credits. That'd be a pretty cool flex, honestly, if your name was in the credits of a Pokemon game. Blastoise. Sure, we'll take a screenshot. Our rival. Staring off into the distance right now because he was just defeated. You know, he's got that defeated stance. Although he is aura farming right now because he's got a little bit of, you know, the wind is blowing his hair and his pants around a little bit. So and he's just kind of tossing the Pokeball up aimlessly, you know, trying to farm that aura. Programmers, environment and tool programmers. Graphic designer. You know, I wonder if they added any names to this for the person that brought it to the Switch. I don't think they would. I don't think they would change the credits. Oh, Pikachu. Look at that. Wasn't expecting Pikachu. They were just showing the starter Pokemon, but obviously Pikachu is not a choice in this since it's not a Pokemon Yellow remake. Special thanks. Special thanks to all of you, my viewers, for watching this live stream as we have made it through 9 live streams to get to this point. We've made it to the end. We have defeated our rival and become the Pokemon Champion, which brings us back to the title screen. Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. All right. So we're going to have to go back into the game now. We took on the Elite Four. We took out Hitmonlee with Butterfree. Took out Gengar with Charizard. We took out Aerodactyl with Jolteon. And we took out... Oh, didn't say the last one. So now they put us back at our home in Pallet Town, where Professor Oak comes to talk to us. Ah, Tim, you're back, are you? How much have you filled your Pokedex? May I see it? Let's see. You've caught 65. Now that's impressive. Well, when there's 151, 65 is not a ton. There's something I wanted to ask of you. Follow me. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Let's see. What does Professor Oak ask of us? Recently, there have been sightings of many rare Pokemon species. I'm talking about Pokemon that have never been seen in Kanto. I would love to go see things for myself, but I'm much too old. Since I can't do it, Tim, I'd like you to go in my place. Uh-oh. Not this guy. Dumbo. He's always got a butt in. Hey, I heard that. Gramps, what's with favoring Tim over me all this time? You know, it is kind of funny because it's like he's blood related to Professor Oak, but Professor Oak gives us all the other stuff because he's like, well, I just trust you more. I went and collected more Pokemon, and faster too. You should just let me handle everything. I know. Of course I need your help too. No, he doesn't. Now I need to see both your Pokedexes. Okay, he's going to give us the National Pokedex. Now they can record data on a lot more Pokemon. Okay. This time, you really must work towards filling your Pokedexes. I urge you to make them the best. What? I urge you to make them the best and the most complete of all time. Kind of a weird sentence. Truly, this is a monumentally great undertaking in Pokemon history. Gramps, calm down. Don't get so excited. See, Dumbo, this is why he doesn't give you stuff, because you're here smack-talking him. I'll get the Pokedex completed. Don't you worry about a thing. I think I'll try looking around one island first. Anyways, I'm out of here. Whatever, Dumbo. Okay, well. I guess that's it. Too bad we can't take this not Bulbasaur. Or yeah, it's a Bulbasaur there. Okay. So, we can now fly. We can go to Cinnabar. We haven't got the legendary birds yet. We haven't gone to the Seafoam Islands to get Articuno. We obviously haven't gotten Zapdos at the power plant. And we haven't gotten Moltres either. Which, so, we haven't done any of those. So, still a lot of legendaries to catch. We also have Entei. Or wait, sorry, not Entei, Suicune. We have Suicune to catch. A lot still left to do. Deoxys as well. Let's see here. We want to, what do we want to do? Oh wait, I didn't want to fly here. I wanted to fly to where we can take a boat. We need to go to, why am I blanking? That's right. It's, not for, it's Vermilion, that's what it is. You need to go to Vermilion City. Need to fly there. We need, while we're here, we might as well grab a few potions because I didn't realize I had none of the cheap potions. Oops, I didn't want to talk to you. So, we need some of these super potions. We have 0. Obviously, we need more than 0. We'll grab 10. And, okay, they don't sell regular potions here. Kind of annoying. Okay, you know what? We don't need the regular potions. Because we're rich now. We can just get the super potions. We're rich like that. Okay, time to take the boat now. To the islands. Yes, I would like to go to one island. Let's depart. Make our way across the sea. Do 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 do. Okay. Yes. So, Now we are at 1 island. We can go to 2 island or 3 island. We can go up to Mount Ember. So that might make sense. I think we do need a Pokemon with Rock Smash, though. And, let's see. Do they do anything? Maybe I can be useful to you. I'm modifying the network machine right now. I'm changing it so it can handle trades over long distances. When I get finished, you'll be trading for exotic Pokemon from trainers far away. But there's a slight catch. For the link to work, the machine needs a special gemstone. It's supposed to be on 1 island, which I haven't found yet. Who knows where it could be? Interesting. I don't think these people say anything useful. Okay. We do need to switch out Pokemon that knows Rock Smash. So we actually have to go into our boxes here. Who did I teach Rock Smash to? Oh yeah, Cubone. Cubone. Who do I switch you out for right now? Well, while we go up the island, there's gonna be a lot of fire types, so we should keep Snorlax. I don't know. Do I switch you out for Butterfree? I like Butterfree though, and Butterfree does have Sleep Powder, which is good for catching Pokemon. Maybe Nidoking? Maybe Nidoking. Sorry, buddy. I'll put you over here, actually. In box 2. Okay. Continue box operations? No. We should be fully healed. Okay, Cubone, you... Okay, yeah. Cubone knows Rock Smash. That's exactly what I needed. Alrighty. So now... we can't fly to Mount Ember, so that's kind of annoying. We got to surf there. We do have Jolteon in the first spot, so should be okay taking on any of these water types. Oh, well, nothing showed up, so. Okay, Rock Smash. Let's see, are there any items under this rock? No. Versus Seeker, does she want to battle us? No. That's annoying. Any items under this rock? Yes, no, maybe so? No. What about this one? There's nothing. Okay, well. I didn't want to do that. I need to get to the other side there of that barrier. Okay, we have completed the game, so it does make sense now to try and catch some Pokemon. So we're going to paralyze this Ponyta. Ponyta is going to use Ember. If we bite it, shouldn't KO? It might KO. It does. That's unfortunate. This is the hard part of the game where you become a higher level than the wild spawns, so catching them is a little bit harder because it's you can't just attack. You're not going to KO. Don't need Spearow. Let's see. Let's break these 3. Nothing. Anything here? There's nothing. A whole lot of nothing. What about this third one? Something. No, nothing. Okay, this guy. Did I face this guy? I think I did. I need 54 steps to recharge. Okay. Let's go down here, and I know there's 2 rocks down here to break for an item. So we're going to break them. I don't know what this item is. Mystery item. Let's see. Oh, we ran into a Pokemon there. Ran into a Geodude. Only level 16. We're not battling that. Okay, Carbos here. It's a good item. Let's see. Would she be willing to battle? She's got fighting types. She does want to battle. So we can get some XP here. Some decent XP. With Wiggle. She hasn't missed a single day of training yet. I don't know if I believe that. Crush Girl Tanya. Sends out Hitmonlee. Level 50. See, now that we beat the Elite Four, the people that we face are going to have much stronger Pokemon. Which is good, because we're going to get a lot more XP, which is what we need. Make it a lot easier to level up. Hitmonlee uses Mind Reader, which is kind of a waste. That'll allow Butterfree to knock it out with another Psychic. Let's see how much XP that gets us. Oh, 1,488. Nice. We could switch here. We could switch to Charizard. Level up our Charizard here. I guess the ultimate goal would be to level up your Pokemon some more so that you can then take on the Elite Four again. But with much stronger Pokemon. So, gonna need... I believe your rival's Pokemon can get all the way up to like level 70 when you play through the second time, I believe. So that would take a lot of leveling up. But thankfully, with the Versus Seeker, we can take on much tougher opponents and level up a lot easier. Charles gets to level 53. All right, that was worth it. That was worth it. Should probably switch our leading Pokemon now. We'll just keep Charizard in the front. We'll keep Charles in charge, okay? Charles in charge. We're going to break this rock. So far, we've run into a Geodude, but we've not found any... oh, we're going to run into another Geodude. We haven't found any items underneath these rocks, so... A level 6. Oh. Weak. We are the Pokemon Champion now, so... All these weak Pokemon. Okay, we could use a triple rock break there to get this item. Did I face this guy? I think I did. Okay. So we gotta break 3 rocks to get to whatever this item is. Might be a rare candy. Let's see. Oh, run into a Geodude. Will it be level 6 or level 12? Level 7. 6, 7. Gotta get in a 6, 7 here at least once. Okay, so it's level 7. Okay, get an Ether. That I don't know if that was really worth that time and effort of breaking all those rocks, but that's okay. We'll see if the Versus Seeker can get these people here. Oh, I messed up. But oh, okay, these guys did want to battle. That's good. I was a little worried there that these guys weren't in range of the Versus Seeker. We'll see how strong their Pokemon are, though. That other girl's Pokemon were level 50, so I would imagine the same here for these guys. Yeah, level 50 again, which is great, because that would get Charles a lot more XP now that we've beaten the Elite Four. Okay. Ooh, just barely not enough damage there to take it out with one fly. It's unfortunate. Okay, Charles could use Slash, though. Shouldn't really need to use Fly. That'll take out Machoke. And give us 1,500 XP, which is great. Another Machoke here. Probably have to use Fly and Slash again, unless Fly is a crit. Let's see, can we get critical hit on Fly? It does not. Not quite enough. Gonna heal here with leftovers. And use Slash. Okay. Let's see, what does this other guy have? Why me? This guy. Every morning before breakfast, I swim around this island 3 times. That's a lot of swimming. Also, to fly around an entire island. Okay, he also has a level 50 Machoke. Does he just have one Pokemon? Or did he have two? Oh, okay, there we go. We got the critical hit that time. If Charles was level 54, he might be able to actually one-shot them with the fly. Okay, he has two Machokes as well. Gotta fly again. I wonder if flamethrower. I don't know that flamethrower would be enough. I don't think it would be. Oh, he's gonna use cross chop, but we are a flying type, so it's not very effective. Charles can use slash. Okay. Gasp. He's out of breath because he flew around 3 times, or he swam around 3 times. Light your fire in your heart, Ember Spa. Okay. So then we gotta surf. Surf to get up to this mountain here. Oh, I need a water. All out of Gatorade. Okay. So we gotta go up to this island. Mount Ember. And then there's this guy here. Oh, wait. Okay, good. I thought I got rid of Primeape, and Primeape has strength. So we need strength, obviously. Okay, I think I already walked that way. Thank you. Just in the nick of time. Phew. Punch through at last. Let's go treasure hunting. Any treasures we find, we haul back to the warehouse. Understood? Oh, and what's the passwords at the Rocket Warehouse, I mean? What, you forgot the password? There's actually 2. The first one's Goldine needs log. Goldine need log. And the second is, hey, Snoop's been listening in. Well, I know how to get the second password. Okay, is this going to be a double battle? If so, yeah, okay, they might have a poison type, so it's good to have a wiggle in there to use a psychic move on the poison types. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I like that. Charizard, Butterfree. You've been eavesdropping on us, have you? Let's see, what does this guy have? Team Rocket Grunt has Cubone. Okay, so it's not a double battle. That's kind of disappointing. I guess I'll just use Flamethrower. And take out the Cubone. Now he's going to send in Marowak. We'll switch. Switch to Snorlax. And we'll use Surf. Surf is going to be a critical hit. And defeated Team Rocket Grunt. Why'd you have to win? What does this guy have? This guy had 2 ground types. Does this guy have a poison type? Trying to horn in on our treasure? Don't bet on it. Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. And he sends out a Rattata? Really? Man, this is the post game, and you're sending out a Rattata? That is just embarrassing. I mean, I know you're a grunt, but still. Okay, at least Eradicate's a little less embarrassing. We'll send out Primeape. Get some punching practice in. Low kick the Raticate. Gain 870 XP. He's going to send out Sandshrew. Once again, an unevolved Pokemon. Well, I guess the thought is that Team Rocket steals Pokemon, so maybe they just stole these Pokemon, which is why they don't have a lot of strong Pokemon. Because they stole them, and they don't really care for them, you know? It's all about the story behind the Pokemon. Okay. Let's see. Can Oink get to level 50? Yes, no, maybe so? Yeah, it does. Level 50. Player defeated Team Rocket Grunt. Wait, but how? Develop amnesia conveniently and forget everything you heard. What a setback. We'll have to regroup. You don't even think about taking a step inside here. If you know what's good for you, don't even think about this. Okay. Well, let's take a step inside here. Wow, Mount Ember. All right. So we defeated the Elite Four, and we became Pokemon Champions. Now we have the post-game to look forward to and to catch all the legendaries in the game. And that is what we will be doing next time as we take on Mount Ember. Thank you all for joining me. I really do enjoy everybody talking in the chat and talking with everybody. So thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for joining me on this journey to get to the Pokemon Championship. Of course, I will be showing the post-game stuff. So I will go past this episode 9 here and catch the legendary Pokemon. Thank you all for joining, and I'll catch you in the next one.